Hello friends, my name is Drashti. I am a student of Ahmedabad University and today I am going to tell you about overgeneralization fallacy. You all must be thinking, what is overgeneralization fallacy? Let me explain you. Overgeneralization fallacy is all about asserting a particular behavior to the whole class of the society and which is not true. For example, as you can see that in all the above examples, a whole group of people was asserted a particular behavior and that was not true. In the first example, all women were targeted and said that only they can do the household work. But this is not true. In many of the houses, men does household work and sometimes they do even better than women. Second example says that love marriages always fail. Based on few examples of failure of love marriages, one cannot judge each and every love marriage. Third example says that all girls strive horribly. One cannot judge each and every girl based on few instances. Fourth example is very common. Everyone thinks that girls like pink color and boys like blue color. But this is not true. Last example says that a boy and a girl can't be friends. This overgeneralized quote is printed in people's minds so deeply that when they see a boy and a girl together, they always doubt on them. Now let us understand overgeneralization fallacy with the help of statistics. In statistics, we have to consider each and every observation, which is called population data, to get our answers. The answer which we get from population data is 100% accurate and reliable. But one cannot study population data because it is next to impossible. Therefore, we study sample data, which makes our study simple and easier, but at the same time it is not true and accurate. But yet we have to rely on that. Now let us understand overgeneralization fallacy in detail with the help of examples. This example is extremely unreasonable to draw a universal conclusion on the health risk of smoking by the case study of only one man. Out of so many dentists in the world, only 10 dentists were asked about the best toothpaste. It may happen that these 9 dentists were the only one who recommend ABC toothpaste and all the other dentists recommend different toothpaste. So we cannot rely on these 9 dentists' recommendation. Now let us understand this fallacy with the help of child's psychology. Psychology of children is quite different from others. They are not capable of understanding different things. Therefore, they make their decision based on any one situation. For example, let us assume that on the very first day of the school, child reached late and teacher scolded him or her. What do you think? Will ever child go to school? Obviously not. But if yes, then this fear will always be in his or her mind that teacher will scold again. Let us see on another example. What happens if first math test appears difficult to child and he or she is not able to answer a single question? They will end up making their mind that math is difficult. In both the above examples, we saw that child has made up his or her mind by experiencing the situation only once. This is how child psychology works. Overgeneralization fallacy occurs when somebody makes a wide general claim based on insufficient evidence. Let us understand this with small example. All teenage girls like pink color. This claim cannot be made until one survey proves that all the teenage girls in the world like pink color. Even a less restrictive claim that most of the teenage girls like pink color requires a large number of teenage girls to be surveyed, approximately more than the half of the total girls in the world. One cannot ask 20 teenage girls and find that 18 of them like pink color and then give a tag to all the girls in the world that they all like pink color. Overgeneralization fallacy is also known as hasty generalization. Hasty means fast, quick. One builds up his or her mind very quickly without sufficient experiences, and this leads to building up a wrong perception in his or her mind. To understand this deeply, let us look at an example. In the above example, only one boy has cheated the girl, but the girl had made up his mind that all the boys are like that only. This perception is completely wrong as girl has experienced only one such experience and had claimed it for all the boys. To make this concept more clear, let us look at another example. In this example, the man has seen only one ballet performance where ballet dancers were women only. Not a single man was there. Therefore, he thought that all the ballet dancers are women. One cannot come to a conclusion with only one experience. Drawing conclusion is not a problem, but drawing it without much evidence is a problem, and this gives birth to overgeneralization fallacy. For example, in this example, one has drawn the conclusion without much evidence. It may happen that he or she has seen only one or two poor people who were begging and had decided that all the poor people beg. But in reality, this is not the case. Many poor people work hard and earn their livelihood. They become housemaids and house servants. They do jobs like waiter and clerk. Overgeneralizing is a cognitive distortion which results in some specific errors in thinking and makes us mentally weak. When we draw a faulty conclusion of something based on just one example, we are overgeneralizing. This has many forms, like we may predict the outcome of something based on just one previous instance. For example, after giving an interview for a job, if we does not get the job, we might overgeneralize by thinking that we'll never get a job, and as a result, we'll feel quite hopeless. Overgeneralizing is highly ineffective because it is usually highly inaccurate and at the same time very limited. Take another example. In this example, due to rejection of the proposal, the boy thinks that he will never get a partner and will feel sad. Rejection of the proposal does not mean that lifelong he will be alone. Instead of thinking like this, he should propose another girl or convince the same girl. Usually when we experience setbacks, painful emotions go along with them. The stronger the emotion, the more likely it is to influence our thinking and result in us falling into believing a distortion. Cognitive therapy includes numerous techniques for investigating the validity of cognitive distortion, such as overgeneralizing. One of the most effective is to ask yourself a series of investigating questions. Cognitive therapy is devoted to identifying similar patterns of thinking and helping people develop healthier thinking habits. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, then click the like button below and leave your comment in the comment box. This is Drashti Jariwala signing off.